Boy. Good morning, everyone.
Howdy.
How are you today?
I'm awesome, Tom. How are you?
I'm just peachy keen.
Perky,
Happy
perky, perky.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Good morning, Javis. Oh, Lord have mercy. What a day. What a week. My in-laws finally got their power back on yesterday. So it's just been a couple of weeks. So anyway, how are things? And of course, we've got another hurricane swooping across Florida in the next sometime tomorrow, tonight, tomorrow. Good morning, Tara. So all of you folks that's down in Florida, please be safe. And I believe there's another one beating around out in the Atlantic trying to form.
Yeah, those people on the east coast of Florida are fixing to get smashed.
Yeah, and my oldest brother and his wife's out on a cruise ship right at the moment. Good morning, Lag. It's such a lovely day to see you. Good morning, John. Guten Morgen. Yeah, it's bad. I guess this will be the year of the hurricanes. I don't want to don't want to bring our little conspiracy king in here right yet. But my little conspiracy queen that I live with, she says that it's all because they're using harp, whatever the hell that is. Good morning, Chastity. So anyway, it's just uh, it's just a week. Anyhow, I got some bicycle parts going out today for about $225.
Nice. One buyer bought all that.
No, actually three people did.
Hmm.
So, and I got one guy that's I got a bunch of stuff. I have no idea what it is. There's not any numbers on it, or there's numbers on it, but when you try like just Google the little number on it, it don't come up with anything like it. So I kind of like put it all in a I filled up a priority padded envelope with stuff, and I'm lotting it all together. So I've got a couple people making offers on that, which would be a probably like the highest offer is like $80 right now. Bicycle crap is expensive. Good bicycle crap. Good morning, Miss Tara.
Hey, how's it going? Thought I'd come and harass you. Did you survive Helena over there in Charlotte, or did you not get impacted?
We lost we lost our power a little bit for like a day or so. We lost cable for several days, so we survived because we've got an EcoFlow, so we kept our refrigerator and freezer chilled with that, and my in-laws just got their power back on.
I was at a horse show in East Tennessee, so I was over by like White Pine, which is right by Morristown,
Right,
and they didn't really have any bad damage really around that area. I mean, some trees down in that, but I mean, I think I was within like 40 miles of like Newport, which they actually got some pretty bad damage and stuff down there.
right.
Hmm.
Well, if anybody that's listening has not been to like Gatlinburg or uh, Asheville, any of those kind of places, it will never be like it was again.
Oh yeah, there's like that poor Chimney Rock. I mean, that's
Yeah,
about washed out.
yeah,
So where is Chimney Rock? Is that right over there by Asheville?
yeah, close
Yeah,
to it.
yeah.
So, good morning, Anissa. And so it's, those were all touristy kind of areas.
Hmm.
Even Asheville, it's going to take years for Asheville to even operate. Um,
Is that where Roberta's parents are up by Asheville?
yeah, she's down the mountain from Asheville. They're in Old Fort, North Carolina.
Mm.
Actually, they live between Old Fort and Marion. Um, you know,
From the videos I saw of Asheville, that river kind of goes right down the middle of it.
yeah,
So all that's wiped out.
yeah,
But all the stuff up on the hills on each side of it, uh, they just, they got the wind and rain, but they didn't get any flooding.
I don't know. I saw some of those videos of like those mudslides. You got like those cars on the interstate, and that mud starts coming down.
Yeah,
That'd be
well, see,
scary.
the problem is that there's all these bridges
yeah.
that they've got to replace. I mean, that's the biggest thing is roads and bridges.
Yeah.
Um, so it's so
Well, I
we're
saw a thing on Facebook because I was on I-40 within like, I think when we were driving there at mile marker 440 is when I-40 was closed, and we went to like mile marker 420 or something like that.
right.
Anyway, they say like I-40 there won't be reopened for like another year.
Yeah,
It'll take a year. And there was another highway, and I can't remember the number, and it was like 8 or 9 months before it was going to be open.
Mm.
it's really bad. I mean, really, it's um, I don't, it's going to be take a while for them to get things straightened out over there.
It is really amazing how far inland that hurricane affected those.
Well, it's like when Hugo came through, and I always thought Hugo was, like a really bad big hurricane. Um, they were expecting it to hit the coast and then, slow down and start dropping down through the hurricane ratings. But it seemed like all it did was just shift down into first gear and power on up
Mhm.
because it came all the way to Charlotte. So, um,
We got a lot of rain here, and we did get some wind from it. But this is like one of the first times that we didn't lose our power at all during a windstorm. Because usually a chipmunk farts here, and the power goes out.
yeah, that's the way it is here.
You know.
Dang, a lighted Christmas ceramic Christmas tree, $66. Um,
But we were a little bit droughty, so we didn't get as much flooding here. But I was talking to somebody at that horse show, like, and I don't know if she was kind of on the Virginia Tennessee line. She goes, well, part of the problem is she goes, we've been getting so much rain in that when all this rain came, then it was really bad.
yeah, it's I don't know. It's we're supposed to go up to Roberta's parents maybe this weekend, if not next weekend, and start looking at contingency plans for uh, making sure that this doesn't happen again because my father-in-law is on oxygen
Oh yeah,
and
that's scary.
so it was working on so he has an oxygen tank that keeps like 72 hours worth of oxygen in it at his setting
Yeah,
and he was really stressed about that and we were too and to the point that I was going to go get my brother's truck and go up there and get him a couple of chainsaws, his truck, and get him out of there if needed be.
yeah,
But it all worked out. Roberta's cousin's husband, she and her husband went and got to him because they lived not too far away from him, and he just took a couple chainsaws with him and one of his guys that works for him. He's a contractor, and they just started driving down the. They started heading their direction, and there was trees in the road. They cut them
Yeah.
out to get to them. So they got a generator hooked up for them. So
It is really something how you just had like all these people just flood the areas, to help those people, like, get
right,
the roads cleared what they could and get supplies in there for people and stuff like that.
Yeah. I was watching one video and all the good Samaritans and folks
Yeah,
were up helping people, and all the government people kept getting in their way.
I know. Yeah. Or like trying to like block them, like, oh, it's not safe or whatever. I mean, even that horse show I was at, I mean, every day they were getting donations from everybody, with food, water, diapers, whatever. I mean, there was like a lot of stuff they were sending to the area just from that little horse show.
yeah. I got a question for you. Let me see if I can get it pulled up. Uh,
Morning, Chastity. Morning, Josh. Morning,
Oh my
Sadie. Morning, John. Morning, Lag. Morning,
yeah,
Ping. Whoever else I missed.
yeah. Good morning, everybody. No, I don't want to share a video. I want to share a.
Chastity, get it. Chastity making sales this morning. Only sold like $125 worth yesterday. It was kind of meh.
What are these?
What are these?
Are these plug locks with keys?
They're not for like vending machines or something, are they?
I don't know.
Uh,
They're not something.
I mean, I think I had something like this. I'd gotten a whole bunch of older like ADT stuff, and
Right,
some of the boxes had like that kind of like a little cylinder with a key, like for like the box on like a security system and that.
right.
oh my God, eBay. What are you? I just got a message.
But the biggest thing about up in the mountains is the cost of
Right.
timber, lumber is going to go out of this world. Even though Scott's president says that he's going to, or vice president is going to keep people from overpricing everything just because they can, but
Mhm.
it's strange. That's not something that you'd slide up in the barrel of a gun and lock it down, would it?
No.
Okay.
Oh
All
my
right.
I
God.
think it's like for like, I don't know if it's for a vending machine or like, like a condom machine or a small vending machine, or I think it's something kind of like that.
eBay's taking down another one of my toy gun listings.
Why did you not put a orange tip on it?
It's a little part you screw into a model gun.
Yeah, they're real persnickety about it. Because you know what I'll do a lot of times is because
God.
I'll take like, because Jim has them for running the chainsaws. Like those orange earplugs, those safety earplugs. I'll just put that on the tip so that the robot doesn't pick that it doesn't have an orange thing on the tip. But it's
Yeah, but
probably the category. If you list it in a toy gun category, they're gonna want that, and they also want that stupid disclaimer thing. You gotta put it, copy and paste into your listing.
this is what got taken down. They got
Oh,
little
it's like, what is it?
toy
Just
die-cast guns, and then
uh-huh.
this is an extra accessory part that you can screw onto it.
hmm
I'm like,
Did you have it? Did you have international shipping on it?
oh, probably, but
Yeah, sometimes
it
that'll
didn't
trip
get
it too.
taken down for international. It got taken down for firearms violation,
Mm. Well, check a
firearms
category. What
policy,
category were you in? Toy gun.
toy.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm like,
Well, I don't know what to tell you, Todd. It's the times we live in.
that's the second one of these that got taken down. Ugh.
Um,
Those are nuclear keys. All 6 people have to
those
turn
are vending machine keys.
at the same time.
Oh,
Anyway, crap. I just
uh,
I just got to where that lot of stuff I got from the auction was paid for and starting to make profit, and now they're getting all taken down.
Hmm. What's the thing called? I want to see if there's other ones listed.
It's called a goat guns
Oh, it's a goat gun. Yeah.
forearm grip or foregrip. And I'm like, really? Dumbasses.
Hmm.
I'm gonna
But they
throw.
haven't taken down all the listings. I've still probably got about 10 different goat gun parts.
Oh my God! I
I
got this.
know.
I got these robocalls coming in.
International gun arms dealer. Yeah.
They're wanting you to. They're wanting you to vote for Kamala.
Mm-hmm.
God, I would
Golly.
be so glad when that damned election's over with.
Yeah, I just mm,
Um,
eBay is so stupid.
maybe you ought to.
That's funny. There's only 2 listings, and one of the listings is yours for a different type.
Yeah,
It's like a
the I
a
don't
tan one.
I don't think those are going to last much longer. This is the second one of these that's been taken down. I'm like, really?
Yeah, they really don't.
I got 3 of the gun kits, the full kit, and I've sold 2 of them. I hope the other one sells
There's
before.
somebody that has it like it's not in the package. They're holding it in their finger, and the category they used was everything else, every other thing. I didn't know there was an everything else category, but they're down to their last one.
Hmm.
If you look, like I put the full. I'm just gonna put goat gun in one.
Does it shoot goats or something?
No, it's greatest of all time. It's little miniature models, but they're actually really cool. I mean, they're
Yeah,
real like correct models of a gun.
yeah, you know they're oh, what are the companies that make like miniature boats and cars and stuff like
Like
that? Like
Ertl or something like that?
but these are real high quality die
Right.
cast, and they actually have moving parts. You load a
No, they're
shell and
cool.
eject it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're cool.
White girls can't rap, Anissa.
You don't quit talking about idiot stick. I'm tired of her. Tired
Um,
of hearing about it.
have you,
I
have you
think
tried? Do you think you'd like lay a ruler down beside them so they can show how small they are, or
oh
or put a miniature in the description or something?
it's just Tom. It's just a bot going around looking for stuff to
Uh,
take down.
well,
It's
that's the reason there's
I
like miniature
Yeah, 'cause
I
toy.
I was curious, so I just put in goat gun. So I want to see where this goat gun. It's new in the box. It's AR-15 one. Where that got put, and they had it in Toys and Hobby, which is what you had, right? Action figures,
right.
accessories.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Go.
mean, there's a good thing for the bot to pick up. AR-15, you would think.
Yeah, it didn't even. This doesn't even say what it's for.
Hmm.
It just fits any of the goat guns.
I don't know what to tell you, Todd.
It's called a short foregrip. I'm like, anyway, Ugh. Yeah, I'm
Todd,
tired of the election. If you haven't decided who you're going to vote for by now, shut up. Get out of the, just everybody,
uh,
Go
yeah,
away.
everybody shut up. Go away. I don't want to talk about it
Go
anymore.
sit down in your corner.
Maybe
uh,
after the election we can talk about crap about stuff, but it's it's pretty much a done deal what everybody's going to do. So shut
if
up.
if you haven't decided by now, you're in bad shape.
Well, I like
Yeah.
to watch the issues and decide the last day.
Oh, shut the hell up.
Uh,
I did watch the VP debate last night, because I was gone when they did it live. So me and Jim watched it together. That was like our date night. Jim's like, "Well, I wanted to wait for you so we could watch it together."
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. Or is that a sign you're an old person? I guess.
Trump's VP guy seems pretty
He's
smart.
I thought in the debate he was a good speaker.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Waltz is just a joke. But then again, Kamala is too. Y'all convince me otherwise. They are disposable candidates. Because nobody wanted to come into this thing this late into the dadgum game. So they just put somebody up there and said, hell, if they win, they win. If they don't, well, we're not out anything.
Mm.
That's my opinion.
We were in a gun store this weekend, very busy. Haven't bought a gun in 35 years. Well, I got one in a storage unit like 9 years ago.
Handgun or long gun?
It was a 22 single shot rifle. I sold it in a garage sale. I didn't advertise in the garage sale that I had it. Whoa, what is
Ooh.
Oh,
that?
there's one.
Ooh, that's a good one. I sold a touchscreen monitor, 7649.
Ooh,
So
sounds luxurious.
yeah, it's they had at that auction that I got all the good stuff that they had like office point of sale
Yeah.
setups. It was a monitor, a computer, keyboard, mouse, scanner, and I got one of those. They had three of them. I should have gone ahead and bid up the other two because there was some good stuff in there.
Hmm.
Anyway, I paid like $55 for one of those point of sale things, and already sold the computer and the printer.
Hmm.
So making money.
Well,
But now the
everyone's making money.
monitor went, so I'm like 150 up on that lot.
Hmm.
I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I'm surprised the computer monitor didn't get taken down. It's a touch screen. That could be sexual. That that should have been listed in the adult only touchscreen. eBay, they don't need a reason to be stupid. They just are.
Well, you shouldn't let it bother you too much, Todd. You got plenty of money. You're just doing this for play money, so
Oh, shut up. I need this money. But yeah, this is a threat to society right here. Look out. Look out now, world. Damn.
Well, if you look at it this way, you're probably encouraging people to want to actually play with real guns, so they are probably protecting the popular.
Well, yesterday on Facebook, Bridget was showing me a gold bracelet and a ring, and she got that gold bracelet for $50. And I looked it up, and the gold melt value is $550. I'm like, dang, Bridget, I want to be at your auction. Golly, there's no way a gold bracelet at my auction goes for
I
50
haven't
bucks.
had it. I haven't had it down here, but I have had it up in northern Wisconsin where, they just must go into the state and take the jewelry boxes and dump them in flats and do like choice out of them. And sometimes a lot of people just don't look that close at that stuff.
Crazy.
Well, you made a point last night, Todd. In your when you and Bridget was talking back and forth, and I was eavesdropping. You were talking about stones, the stones in some of this jewelry. Do they put like good stones in like gold plated jewelry, that type of thing, or do
Not usually. Bridget was showing a platinum ring and it had 3 half-carat diamonds in it. I was like, holy crap. The diamonds are probably worth way more than the platinum, but I don't know diamonds, I don't know. And she said her jewelry store wanted $250 to appraise it. And I'm like,
Oh,
holy shit. Oh, hell no. Just make sure they're real diamonds and list it. And I don't know. I mean, gold, if you just got something that's gold, you can weigh it and look at how much gold is worth and just, list it according to that. But if it's got stones in it, I'm like, I don't know. She also showed a gold ring with amethyst, big old amethyst stone in it. I don't know how much an amethyst stone is worth. A lot of amethyst is real cheap. It's not worth a lot. But anyway, you can't know everything. The longer I resell, the more I go, what the hell is that? You know?
oh, these girls know everything, Todd. You know that. Their wives, they know everything. They're like a walking encyclopedia Britannica.
Yeah, Jabus, gemstones. Yeah. I mean, if you can prove it's a real diamond and you can get it measured probably for free by your jeweler, you can put that in the listing, but there's more to it. There's clarity, there's cut, yeah.
Um, yeah, diamond, especially diamonds. I mean, there's just so many ratings on them, gradings on them.
Right.
I mean, it's
And you could probably make a lot of money in that market if you know the knowledge, if you've got the tools and the expertise to measure clarity and cut and all that's.
my mom has got my up in the North Carolina mountains. If you ever up here, and if they still if they didn't wash away, you can mine for gemstones. And my mom and dad went up there one. Well, they were in the mountains, hanging out, and they went by there and said, "Let's give it a try." My mom found a ruby, a starfire ruby, um, after it was cut and cleaned and polished and all that kind of stuff, and had it set in a gold ring. It was appraised at $35,000 off of a $5 bucket of dirt. And that's been 30 years ago, so I don't know what it would be worth now. But she's got from her mother. She got a diamond ring when her mother died, and we thought it was glass because we looked at it through a loop, and it was clear, and it was only like a half carat. It was super clear, had a lot of sparkle. It looked like glass. So we took it to the jewelry store that polished and mounted her ring, and got them to look at it. And they said, "Oh, this this thing is probably worth about $10,000." He said, "That's a clear diamond." And she asked my mom where she got it from, and my mom told him, and he said, "Well, where did they get it from?" And my mom said, "I have no idea because my parents were just poor old dirt farmers. They might, knowing her father, she said he might have traded somebody a quarter of a hog for it because they needed something to eat." So, but he said that was one of the cleanest diamonds he'd ever seen. So don't throw anything away until you've looked at it really good. And I was listening to a video. They were talking about costume jewelry, and y'all all probably already know this, but I don't. Certain brands, especially brands that doesn't exist anymore, goes for a lot of money, even though it's just cheap old jewelry. Nothing fancy about it all. It's just the branding on it. Is that true or not? Yeah.
Yes, it depends on who on the maker on some of that stuff.
My question is, how do you find it? Is there like a brand on it, stamped on it
Yeah, they'll
somewhere?
be like on the back sometimes. I mean, I bought costume jewelry like tennis bracelet. This is when I first came down here. I paid like $5 for it. I think I sold it for like 100 and a quarter or something like that. It was just, fake stones and no precious metal. And I can't even remember who made it, but you can look in the solds and get an idea of like names that sell for more. Sometimes it could be just some of its style too.
Yeah. You have your appraiser's license, lag. You appraise everything that you sell.
But appraising women's clothing is not the same as diamonds lag.
Yeah. I mean, that
What's that? What's that lady that goes on YouTube and appraises stuff while people send them pictures?
I don't think I've ever seen it.
She is wrong so much of the time, and she usually appraises stuff for way more than it could sell for. I'm like, you're an idiot.
Oh boy.
is that a real estate appraisal's license, lag.
Real estate.
Somebody asked me if I was going to build. I think it was Jabus asked me if I was going to build something. Uh, a while back, when I was talking about price of materials. Sort of, kinda. We're thinking about doing something for my in laws, and because I want to, since he's on oxygen, I want to get it. I want a new electrical system so we can tie one of the whole house backup systems to it, electrical systems to it. So, but just in general, there's going to be a lot of building going on up in that neck of the woods.
Oh boy.
So, um,
Todd's getting ready for the next one. Thom
well,
and
I'm looking
Mhm.
at my brother. That's my in-laws. Now, my brother and we're looking at something similar to that for my mother because she lives by herself and she lost power for about a day or so, and I just want to make sure my mom's taken care of. So I'm gonna make my brothers get off some money, and we're gonna have a backup system put in it.
Now, Antique Nomad, he does a lot of appraisals too, but he sells on eBay and stuff, so I would trust him a lot more than that. She's like Dr. Ruth or something like that.
No, I think that's the wrong appraisals there. Isn't that? Doesn't she give you love advice?
That's Dr. Ruth.
Yeah, you just said
Yeah,
Dr. Ruth.
Oh yeah.
I said wrong appraisal.
yeah,
Uh, but you know, real real estate appraisals. They go in and they look at.
yeah. And it's a Dr. Lori. She's a. There's no way a lot of the stuff she appraises is worth that much.
She's probably listening right now.
She's an idiot.
Good morning, 24. Felix.
But that's just my opinion because some of the stuff she's had on her show I've sold before, and I go, I got like $30 for that, and you appraised that one for 120. I'm like, you're an idiot.
Dr. Ruth always creeped me out.
Yeah, it was kind of creepy.
She just
Yeah, she just flat out say, "Do you stroke his penis with a feather?" And I'm like,
Yeah, and she looked like an old granny,
yeah, that's
oh,
you
She
thinking
had that
grandmother
German,
there.
yeah, she had that German accent.
Yeah, she just creeped me out. Uh, no, I'm not paying $99,000 for no damn watch.
Oh, bless you.
But I did find me a watch. I've been wanting a self-winding watch. I found one at an auction I'm bidding on right at the moment. It's a Bulova, self-winding, not a Bolivia. Oh God. So anyhow, I hope everybody has gone out and got registered to vote because I think the deadline is coming up soon.
What? There's a
I,
deadline?
how do you even unregister?
You die.
I thought you could just do it the day you go in and vote. You show your license and you go vote.
Unless you move, you're still registered, right?
I think when I
Um,
moved here, I mean, on vote day, I just showed up with my license. Oh no, well no. When I got my new driver's license, you could register, whatever party
Yeah.
affiliate or independent, which we didn't have that in Wisconsin's open primary. But down here, when we got our new license, and it said, what party you want to be with.
Now, Ping, did you have to order a ballot, or just everybody in California got one in the mail? Yeah, I don't know. I
Well,
got
I'll
a
tell you, when we moved down here, it was that first election where Biden won.
uh
We
huh.
got sent absentee ballots from Wisconsin, and I never got an absentee ballot when I lived in Wisconsin.
Oh,
speaking about people still alive after they're dead. I just got a Facebook notice this morning. Warren Beeson is having a birthday today. Send him well wishes. I'm like, y'all are idiots, Facebook. He's been dead 5 years. Uh, Facebook.
we can start voting early in October. October the 17th is when it starts for North Carolina.
Mm.
I told Roberta I wanted to go ahead and go vote the day that early voting starts. I wanted to go vote and get our name off the register, so we don't vote again. So we don't vote again. Uh, when my dad passed away, my mom called. She went to the election bureau and took his death certificate in there and had him removed from the roll. And first of all, she said, "Now this," she says, "my grandson, which is my oldest brother's son, uh, he is Bradford Huck's too. He's the second." And they said that won't affect him, will it? And they said, "Does he live in York County?" And she said, "No." He said, "Then it wouldn't matter." But and after that, I messaged my friend, and he is the fourth. Don't you know that's a joke? Uh, and it's like Aloysius Edmund Jones, and he's the fourth,
Hmm.
and he goes by Buddy. His dad goes by Bill. His grandfather goes by Ed. His grandfather is the only one that uses any part of that name for his what he goes by. You already sent my ballot in, Lag. You better voted for Mr. Trump. 24K. Yeah, I don't buy anything from Temu anymore.
Oh, you're off Temu? What happened?
I'm not buying anything from China. I'm trying not to
Oh,
buy anything from China. I want those bastards to go broke. I'm gonna start a "Don't Buy China." Buddy is a generic Southern name, Lag. My cousin's my cousin's name is Robert, and he's always been Buddy, which he's a junior, so I don't know why. My my father-in-law's name is Robert, and he goes by Robert. And people will call up saying, "Hey, can I speak to Bob?" And my mother-in-law says, Bob died 10 years ago. Oh, I'm sorry, because he has never gone by Bob. And that's like Roberta worked for a doctor. She was his data manager. And they did research, and these salesmen, these medical salespeople, would call up and say, "Let, I'd like to speak to Jim, please." And my Roberta or his regular secretary, they knew that it was a salesman because he never went by Jim. He never went by James, which was his first name. He always went by JC. He is James Charles. Don't know why, but that's the way people roll. If I had been smart when I was a kid, because I was Tommy, I should have put a P in front of it. Like Ptolemy, the P is silent.
Patam?
For Tom, yeah, just to screw with teachers, because how,
Patam.
especially nowadays. We have a friend, Bruce. He's a teacher, and some of these kids that names that come in, he says, he has the hardest time trying to figure out how to pronounce their name. And he said, and it's what's bad is if any of these people have go into like professional positions, doctors, lawyers, that kind of thing, you know, they're going to have a hell of a time with their name. Thank you, Javis. No, they're trying to devalue our dollar, so we're doing a good job of it as it is. But they and this BRICS shit wants to devalue the dollar. So I just say they don't get any more of our worthless dollars. And China and Russia both have a one foot in the damn grave because they're about to go bankrupt. So I say let them fall. $24K. It only has to. So much of it has to be done in the United States. It has to be like assembled in the United States, and they can say U.S. made in the USA. All the sub parts can be made someplace else.
Cadillacs are made in China now. Yeah, China ain't going anywhere. I mean, they may have bad economic times, but
They're having a.
they make too much stuff that people depend on now.
Well, it's because these greedy fucking Americans, pardon my French, they've got 5 billion stockholders for a company, and everybody's expecting their 25 cents. So it's not profitable for the stockholders to make it in the country. That's stupid. Yeah, lag. I bet you would. Actually, I've only ordered one. I've only had one order with Timu, and that was way back there in the very beginning.
Oh
I
boy.
just I just wanted to see what kind of stuff they were turning out, and the stuff that I got was not expensive. It was like 99 cents plus free shipping and 40% off. So they basically gave it to me, and it was good stuff. Now,
I bought a couple horse shirts off of there, and they were all right. I mean, and they were cheap. It doesn't make the shit. Can you imagine what the U.S. Postal Service discount is for China? Because I mean, how can they? We can't ship that stuff that cheap from California to New York, and it's coming across the ocean.
no, 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 Felix, that is not us. That is junk traders main man Diddy that's buying up all the getting running a monopoly on the baby oil.
Hmm.
Vanessa, Vanessa, all the Vanessas that I have personally known, and if any of y'all name is Vanessa, I'm sorry, but all the Vanessas I have personally known have all been major number one bitches. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah, I
we.
didn't know Anissa had such a close contact with P Diddy.
Oh, she loves P
Oh,
or Puff or
Puffy.
Diddy did whatever he did.
What was he first? Was he Puff Daddy first or P Diddy? I think he was Puff first.
He was Puff first.
I did like him in the movie Get Him to the Greek. He was really funny in it.
But you're talking about the T-shirts. It's like you go to to a touristy spot. Like if you go on a cruise and you go to the Bahamas, you can buy five T-shirts for $10. The damn things are so thin you can just about read through them. But we always buy some to give to the little nephews and nieces because they're going to destroy anything anyway. So,
Yeah, so when you come back from your, trip where you went somewhere real fun and then you just bring back shitty T-shirts for your relatives.
well, no, just for the little kids,
Oh, okay.
and they usually have like big animals, fish, something on them. The
Yeah.
big bright graphics. My niece has got the four kids, four under four. It's like 4, 3, 2, and one that's not even a year old yet. They lost power for about 5 days,
Oof.
which the older three kids were staying at her father-in-law's house, her in-laws' house, and the youngest one was her with her at her dad's, my brother's house. So I that had not been
No, that sucked.
fun.
Well, did they have a generator at least?
No, but they're getting one. Actually, they're
Yeah.
looking at the same system that I'm thinking about putting in my
We got a
in-laws' house.
generator. We got a generator. We just crank that thing up. It ain't one of those automatic ones that just go on, but at least then we can, usually our
Right,
internet goes on at the same time. At least you got fridge and you can watch TV and you got water and stuff.
right. Tiffany, as in mall singer Tiffany from like the '80s. Felix, you are old. But since the Diddy thing came out, you haven't seen celebrities out in public. I mean, they're not doing like
Well,
out
I,
on
I
the.
just, and I don't know if it's true. I just saw a thing that there's some guy that Diddy like hooked up with when he was young, and there's going to be a video coming out, and it's some A-list celebrity. I don't know who it is, but I don't know. Maybe it's like Epstein. Maybe Diddy was like Epstein.
Well,
Maybe
they
they're gonna
got
have to, maybe Diddy's gonna have to quotation marks kill himself in jail. So
yeah, because the media loves a good crises. Okra is one of his close people. Uh,
Oprah.
Okra.
Oh,
You know,
I
she
didn't
had
know that.
she had a talk show. Yeah, she's in a lot of his pictures. X has had had like 50,000 accounts to be closed by the owners.
Uh huh. Justin Bieber is gonna go down with him.
Well,
The beat
he's one of the alleged
victims. I don't
victims.
know. Him. I don't know. Usher.
I thought Usher was old.
No, well, not back then. I mean, P Diddy's like older than Usher. Usher was. I think he kind of brought Usher up.
He did. He, Okra, Texas. You don't like that name? Yeah, they screwed up Bieber.
Yeah, he went from this clean cut little innocent little boy to this tattooed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just jumped into Puff the Magic Diddy, and Felix. So, what do y'all got on the agenda for today? Listing.
I suppose I better get back to work. I haven't been working. I was gone, and I came home Sunday, but I didn't do anything yesterday.
Did you win?
I did okay. I was mostly caught riding other people's horses. So, I mean,
Right.
I think I got a third on a 2-year-old class. I got a sixth on a country pleasure horse, which wasn't great. Uh, I got
Now, are
like,
you? I'm gonna be nosy as hell because that's the kind of person I am. Are you? Are you a professional writer, as in you're getting paid, or are you just doing this because you like doing it?
I can't get paid because otherwise I'd lose my amateur status.
Okay.
I can get paid as a groom, but I can't get paid to ride, train horses, or give lessons. And I don't want to give up my amateur status.
Yeah, we don't want people to think of you as a Tara. She's gone pro.
No, it's because in the breed of horse I'm showing,
Right.
if you lost your amateur status, you can't show pleasure horses
Uh,
anymore.
No, I was talking about pro as in
No, no. I'm
hooker.
I'm 50. I'm 51 years old. I don't want to be professional.
Hey, that don't stop anybody.
It's not me.
Was that ever? Yeah, John Jones says Tara wants to be in the Olympics.
Yeah, raw discipline.
Did you ever want to be in the Olympics riding?
No, I did do hunter jumpers for a while, but no, I never. No,
Has anybody in the chat ever been? And
in the
there is
Olympics.
not Olympic. There is not an Olympic category for that lag, so we'll leave you out. Uh, have you? Was there anything that you ever wanted to be in the Olympics for that you trained or practiced? You know.
No. Is that the name of the 2020 Secret Life of Diddy? Who he didn't poke? Who didn't he poke?
What did you want to be,
Under
Felix? I don't think gold counting is a.
boxing. Well, I wanted to be a boxer.
Well, you know, if you're the 19-year-old boy, that could be the thing. But if you're the 43-year-old mother of three, I don't know about that. Lag.
Oh,
Yeah.
Felix used to fence. I
Oh,
think
cool.
I think my husband Jim. I think Jim did that a little bit in college. I don't think very on any kind of big scale, but he might have taken fencing classes in college.
You know, maybe he got a good deal on it, Anissa. You know, we all buy stuff in bulk when we can. Um, Fencing's cool. What did you give it? Why did you give it up, Felix? You just weren't good enough, and I'm not being mean about it. I'm just asking because I know competition is everything. It's like Roberta has a friend that used to be a co-worker, and they're from Colorado, and they ski a lot. They skied a lot, and I asked Rory one time. I said the skiers that we see in the Olympics, the U.S. Olympics, are they the best of the skiers in America? And he said no. They're the ones that have the money. He said there's a lot of kids out there that are a lot better than the ones in the Olympics. They just have the financial backing, which is sad. Just because your daddy's rich, or or you're just cool enough. Oh, they
I'm
want to be
not
real
sure.
cool.
I'm not positive, but I'm not sure Bruce Springsteen's daughter wasn't an alternate for the U.S. show jumping team at the Olympics. I'd have to Google it, but
Well, the Queen's granddaughter was.
I don't know about the granddaughter, but her daughter was.
Did
Her
Anne?
daughter was on the Olympic team.
Okay, her granddaughter was on the last one, or the one
Oh, really?
in
Is it Anne? Is that her daughter's name, Anne?
yeah.
Yeah, she was on the Olympic team like back in the 70s for show jumping.
Yeah, I liked skiing, Felix, when I could ski. And yeah, we have ski courses here in North Carolina, but it's majority of it's man-made snow, which means that it gets slick as goose poop by the end of the day. It's nothing but a big sheet of ice. Matter of fact, here's this Uncle Tom story. We were ski. Our family used to go up one week for a long weekend every year. It was my family, my like my dad, my mom, my brothers, our spouses. Only I didn't have a spouse at the time, and my Dad's only brother and his family. We'd all go, and a couple other friends of their friends. We'd go up and we'd rent a big house up at Beach Mountain, and we would ski all weekend. And we were all up on the mountain, and we were making the final run of the night because we had skied all day and we were just doing some light skiing at night. And I had a cousin that was learning how to ski, or actually, it was his wife was learning how to ski. And we said, let's go to the top of the mountain and we'll come down the school marm, and which is a beginner slope. And I said, I'll follow behind you and get you down to the bottom. So we were headed down the school marm, which is slow. I mean, that was the worst suggestion I ever made in my life because I thought I was going to die before we got halfway down the mountain. My legs were so tired from snow plowing. Anyway, we're skiing along there, easing down the side of the course, the the course because that's where all the snow was at because people had pushed it off to the sides of it. And all of a sudden, I heard, "Watch out!" And this lady, and she was a pretty good sized lady, she ran into me. It took them 15 minutes to find my skis because she knocked me out of my skis.
Oh boy.
So I spent the last 4 days of our trip laying on the couch with my foot in a brace with ice packs because I messed up some ligaments in the back of my
Well,
leg.
maybe you were single, she was single. Maybe she ran into you to mingle.
I tell you what, if she was, that's not the way to go.
You could have been laid up in the chalet for the weekend.
So I was kind of hacked off about not being able to ski. But my aunt and my mom, because my aunt Cecil, she was like a second mother. They waited on me the whole weekend. Tommy, do you need? Because they're the only ones that calls me Tommy. Shut up, lag. No Tommies. Uh, Tommy, do you need some coffee? Do you need something to drink? Do you need something to eat? Can I have some more meds? No, you just had your meds. You can't have any more meds now. Oh Lord, good times, good memories. We got thrown off the slopes several times because we after they closed them and they would start doing maintenance on the slopes. We'd get out there with garbage bags and slide down the slopes, and they didn't like that.
When I first started seeing Jim, I used to go skiing a lot, downhill skiing, and he was scared shitless. And he'd be up at the top. No, 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 that's a double diamond, double diamond. I won't do that. Other people would be like laughing at him and stuff. He's a real wimp.
I went out to Colorado skiing with some people one time. I didn't know anybody. It was just a group of people that the ski store put together. Anyway, we went out to Keystone, which is in Colorado, and I bought this shirt that had like Keystone on it, and these cool graphics, a sweatshirt. And then I get back, and my neighbor says, "Tom, when did you start going to Keystone?" I said, "I just got back." He said, that's the name of a alcohol prevention therapy place here in Charlotte, in Rock Hill, don't you?" And I said, "No." So I never wore it again unless I was out of town because I was afraid people would think I was
Oh boy.
an alcoholic. Yeah, the moguls are very bad, and my nose is just running like crazy. Um, the moguls are bad on it, but I like the water. I water ski too.
I never water skied.
One of these days when I'm rich, I'm going and I can have a really nice ski boat to pull my fat ass out the water. I want to try it again.
I've tubed, but I've never water skied.
So that will be a great YouTube video.
Aren't you worried the alligators will eat you?
We don't have alligators that are on our lake.
What?
No,
I thought you had alligators in North Carolina.
not on the lakes.
Oh.
Maybe in the lower rivers, but not on the lakes. Now you can go down to like the Cooper River, which is below Lake Marion, which that runs into the Charleston Harbor. Now you can be fishing there because we have, and watch logs go sliding by that have eyes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's really scary down there. You know, and this then maybe we need to start. We need to put together a group of old people that. That's our goal is to get to where we can get on a set of skis again. We'll put all kinds of braces on our legs, and we'll go. We'll give it a try. We'll even. I'll even. In there some. Is there slopes in Pennsylvania?
I
I'll
would
even
think
come up there. We'll all meet in Pennsylvania and go skiing.
do resellers ski meet who ends up breaking their leg?
Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
I'm talking to my bride who's coming through the door. She had to go in today. She actually got the back to the great storm of 2024. We didn't have power here, so she was going to the office, and she didn't get to the end of our street, and all of a sudden her phone pinged, and she pulled over out the side of the road, and it said they had closed the office because they were having to run everything off of generators, and they didn't want excess people on the generator on the system because all their backup computers and stuff like that. So she got to take a day off.
Hmm.
But the next day she got in there, or had to go in, and it was busy, busy, busy. All right,
Do, do, do.
it's 10 o'clock. I got things to see and people to do. So y'all, y'all have a great day. Make it profitable. Thank you, Tara, for coming in and hanging out with me and Todd.
Yeah, no problem. Sometimes I show up just to harass you too.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, you accomplished that goal.
Well, that's good. Now I don't have to really do anything else the rest of the day.
Okay.
What's Jimbo doing?
He's he goes over and helps his sister with his mom like once a week so she can like just take a break, and
Right.
go do stuff in town or without grandma. Grandma's got dementia pretty good.
Oh, that's bad.
Mm.
So, I mean, she can't stay home alone. So Jim goes over there so that, his sister can have a break and go do stuff with her husband and stuff. And,
Right.
you know,
I really hate. I hate my dad went the way he did, but I'm glad that he didn't slip into dementia and all that kind of
oh
mess.
yeah. I mean, she has like some kind of Alzheimer's or whatever. I mean, she's getting pretty bad. I mean, you can see her, she's deteriorating a lot, like even since like the last 6 months, when you go over there, she's deteriorating more. So
Well, I'm afraid
it's
Roberta's going to
sad.
put. Roberta's like, "Are you okay?" I'm afraid she's gonna put me in a home at any point.
Oh boy.
Because she's like, "I'm not keeping you. I'm not going to wipe your butt. I'm not doing all that. I'm gonna put you in a home. Let
Mhm.
somebody else take care of you."
God, it has Jim scared, I can tell you that. Because his mom is, I think she's 20 years older than Jim. So he's like, oh God, he goes, actually goes, I see her, and sometimes I actually get a little scared. I don't want to be selfish, but it does scare me.
Oh, I thought you were talking. He was scared that you're going to put him in a home
No,
too.
no. Anyway,
So anyway, y'all have a great day. Thanks for coming in here and make some money.
all right, we'll try.
So long.
All right,
Bye.
bye.